What up, Cucks? It's your boy, the Hater, up in this piece. And this is a video that I made before Smackdown. So in the event that it gets released after Smackdown, just change the verbs I'm going to use to the past tense. Cucks, it's the same idea. Now, Roman Reigns is going to come back tonight on Smackdown. Or he came back tonight on Smackdown, depending on when you see this video. Cuckwads? Anyways, the point is, he's going to come back. Now, how is he going to be presented when he comes back? Well, there's a few possibilities. Possibility one, and the most likely one. He comes back and he just cuts a promo saying, I'm back, you know? And then basically, like, he just says, like, I'm the real tribal chief. In my opinion, this is the bullshit version, right? It's almost certainly what's going to happen. I hope I'm wrong, but it's almost certainly what's going to happen. How about, like, and work with me here for a second. How about he comes back and he just faces Tonga Loa in a throwaway match, right? Not even in the main event. Tonga Loa or Tama Tonga, one of those two jobbers, versus the big dog, right? And basically, Roman Reigns just starts beating the shit out of this guy, throws him in the corner, does the drive-by boot, cocks his wrist, Superman punch, ooh-ah, spear, 1, 2, 3. That's what should happen, right? In addition to him cutting a promo saying I'm back, right? Because, fundamentally, why would Roman Reigns wait to start his revenge, right? There's people that have been pissing him off, right? And that includes everyone in the bloodline, right? In my personal opinion, Roman Reigns needs to do something physical tonight, right? Now, if that's not on the cards, then he comes up and he gets his ass whooped by the bloodline. That's also a viable strat, right? They just overwhelm him, right? Basically, they come in, he whoops their ass, and then Jacob Fatu just kicks him in the head and they start beating his ass, right? And this sets up a match between him and Solo or whatever, right? But it almost looks like the sub boss here is Jacob Fatu, not Solo Sikoa. Like Solo Sikoa is like he's like the first level boss, right? Then he's got to beat Jacob Fatu as the mid boss, and then ultimately he's gonna have to beat The Rock as the final boss, right? That's the obvious storyline they're gonna kind of go with here, right? But there's different paths to take. But one path that I don't want to see them take is the passive path, right? Roman Reigns coming out and just saying, I'm back. It's like, that's already implied. You know what I mean? I don't need to hear Roman Reigns say, someone here said they're the tribal chief. Like, yes, we know. You know what I'm saying? We've been watching. We know why you're mad, right? That's the whole point of starting the storyline while Roman Reigns is gone. Presumably, the idea is we're going to start the storyline so that now, when Roman Reigns comes back, that part of the story has already been told, right? We don't have to retell the part of the story where Roman Reigns got screwed, right? That's already happened. So now Roman Reigns is like, he should just come out, and his promo should be, everyone should know why I'm here. I'm here. I don't know why he's talking like a moron, but whatever. I'm going to go with this accent still. But basically, he should just be like, everyone should know why I'm here, and it's Solo Sikoa. He's the one that screwed me, and then that's it, right? 2 sentences. Solo Sikoa screwed me, and I'm back. I'm the tribal chief. And now, but not just that, and now I want to kick your ass, right? He needs to make that point. Like now, I'm the tribal chief. Not like I've reasserted myself, right? But probably what's going to happen, he's going to say, I'm the tribal chief, I'm back. And then Solo Sikoa is going to interrupt, and they're going to say, you're gone, and things have changed since you've been gone. It's like, it's going to be like the most generic, boring bullshit ever. It's like, it almost makes me not want to watch because I know nothing's going to happen today, right? And next week he's there as well. Nothing's going to happen next week either, right? I don't think he's going to wrestle in Berlin. Like, you know what I mean? Like just whatever, Bash at Berlin is just too small for Roman Reigns, you know what I mean? But if he does, you can bet your ass that the world title and the world heavyweight title are not main eventing fuck all. Actually, there's a small chance they might, just because of Gunther, because it's in Berlin. But that's just obviously a throwaway. Like, we all know that Roman Reigns is going to be the main attraction of that night. Like, everybody knows this. So, you know, if we're going to do that, like whatever pay-per-view he wrestles in, he's going to be that dude in that pay-per-view. So why not just speed through this, right? Speed run through the game and get to the final boss, right? Because honestly, there isn't that much time because other things have to happen, right? The bloodline is like 5 people now. They're going to have that Hikuleo is probably going to join them too, right? Then he's going to have the match with the Usos, right? Like all these things have to kind of like come to a head. And eventually we're hoping that by January, Roman Reigns is out there like trying to win the Rumble. And it's him versus Cena basically, right? Maybe we can do Cena versus fucking, versus Gunther, and, Cena wins his last title, and then we do Roman Reigns versus The Rock. And then if there's time, maybe on the pre-show, we can do Cookie Rhodes versus Roman Reigns, versus Randy Orton or something, right? But the point is, the way that WWE has been going now, even though now we're in like a small upswing because it's right after SummerSlam, like, I fear that we're going to go back to what we were doing before, which is essentially taking 3 months to tell one simple story. Like, you have to consider that the Bloodline storyline, the current one, has started since April, right? So this idea that we need to reestablish Roman Reigns as anything other than the guy that's going to destroy this group is a waste of time, right? Fundamentally and primarily and most importantly, the reason why it needs to happen the way I'm saying is because this storyline can never be excellent, right? It can be a good storyline. In fact, one might argue it already is a good storyline. But it'll never be a great storyline, right? Because in my personal opinion, one of the fundamental characteristics of a great storyline is that a great storyline must, under all circumstances, a great storyline must have an element of the unknown, right? And now, while that is certainly possible, you know what I mean? While that is certainly possible, it's not likely. The more likely scenario is going to be that, if you will, this is going to go down exactly like we all thought, and like we all think, I should say, right? But Roman Reigns is going to just run through the bloodline. Yeah, there might be a hiccup here and there. Like the second bloodline might fall apart. Like, who gives a shit? The point stands, right? The point stands. At the end, Roman Reigns is going to be the one that comes out on top. So it's like, since we know this for a fact, then it's like, well, what do we do with that information, right? There's nothing we can do about it. We just know he's going to win. So why are you going to make us wait 5-6 months, God knows how long, for the storyline to run its course? Why not just move on, right? Straight up. Just be like, all right, Roman Reigns is here. In 2 months at most, he's already beaten the entire bloodline. He doesn't need to have more than one match on pay-per-view with Solo Sikoa. He likely will, but doesn't need to. It should be like this. This week, he gets rid of Tama Tonga. The next week, he gets rid of Tonga Loa. 2 weeks later, 1 week he gets his ass whooped. The second week, he beats up Jacob Fatu or Solo Sikoa, depending on who they're going to put as the sub-boss. Then at pay-per-view, he beats the other one. The end. Why do we need the storyline to carry on for months like it certainly will, right? How about instead he does that, and then immediately, it's like, honestly, I'd rather have him destroy the bloodline in 1 month and not come back until the Rumble than to have this be extended until November, it's close, relatively speaking, but it ain't that close, motherfuckers. 3 months. 3 months up in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? So with all that being said, it's hard out there for a pimp. But we got to say it like we got to say it, Like, we have to finish the storyline in a way that makes the most sense and in a way that is useful, right, to everybody. I hate to say it, but the same way that it benefits Roman Reigns to have this happen fast, it also benefits other wrestlers involved to move forward from this fast, right? Because, like, if, for example, Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa have any aspirations to become a tag team, like a real tag team, right, just like they were in Japan, then they need to dislodge themselves from this immediately, even though one of them is already a tag team champion with someone else. But you understand what I'm getting at. They need to move forward, right? If Jacob Fatu is going to be somebody, it's better for him to get his ass whooped by Roman Reigns thoroughly and swiftly and move on to his next feud than it is for him to get his ass whooped for 5 months or 3 months even, right? You see what I'm getting at here? So, with that being said, that's what I would say needs to happen at SmackDown. The Roman Reigns beatdown tour needs to start. And not with words, but with fists. Roman Reigns is not known for his fists, and Paul Heyman is not known... Roman Reigns is not known for his words, and Paul Heyman is not known for his fists. So, either today he comes back with Paul Heyman, and Paul Heyman cuts a promo, because you have to do that at some point, right? Or that's it, or he just comes back by himself, and then eventually he can come with Paul Heyman at WrestleMania or something, to give this moment, right? But otherwise, who the hell cares, right? Who the hell cares? We need this to go fast so we can all move on with our lives. You know what I'm saying? And not just us, but everybody else involved. Cuckolds!